Okay, I'm gonna go hard on this intro. Here we go. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! I have just spent way too long making this this Santa hat, which you can barely even see. But today we are going to be making something very cool. After the success of Chunk Lock, me and Avid got to thinking, what's next? And we've had some ideas, which I won't spoil just yet, but basically there are a lot of new mechanics we're going to need to develop, and one of them is a teleporter. So this is going to be a placeable teleporter. You're going to place down an entrance in one place, you're going to place down an exit in another place, and then basically when you enter the teleporter, magic ensues and you pop out of the exit. So super simple, but my goal is to make this look and feel really cool. As with Chunk Lock, everything here is going to be implemented using a data pack. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just create an empty data pack that I can play around with. If you're not too sure how data packs work, I have got a tutorial, which I'll link in the description, but I'm going to be talking you through it every step of the way. All I've done now is I've created a very simple data pack that I've put into this world's data packs folder. And as you can see in the corner there, it's just saying tick every tick. So that's proof that it's working. Now we can try and do something fun. The next question is, what do I want the teleporter to look like? For now, I'm going to use this daylight detector because I think that looks kind of teleporty. Like that. Okay, here goes. I'm going to reload and nothing's happened, which is expected. That's fine. Don't panic. But when I write /give teleporter, I'm expecting that this will give me 2 spawn eggs. Perfect. I chose the piglin spawn egg for the teleporter entrance because it's piglin and you go in. And I chose a witch spawn egg for the teleporter exit because that way you always know which is which. I'm sorry. Whether or not this next bit works, I honestly have no idea because I've not done this before. Apparently, you can use custom NBT data on a spawn egg to change the entity that gets spawned. I have no idea if that's going to work. Probably not. Let's see. Well, we've got our teleporter entrance. Now, fingers crossed, it spawns a piglin still. I think my NBT data was malformed, so we're going to try this again. We're going to expect to see not a piglin, but a block display. That's kind of worked. Is that like a jaunty angle? But I kind of like it. So I've got the particles kind of working, as you can see, but I've realized when you use a spawn egg, the rotation is just random. And you can see this as well if I spawn a sheep. Each time the rotation is just completely random. So that's why they're just at such crazy angles. What I would really like is if it stayed at the angle kind of like that you were facing. I've got it now so that as soon as I spawn the teleporter, it flicks around to face me. So if I just place a bunch of these, you can see that they're all facing in towards the middle, which is kind of cool. This is super easy to do as well. All I'm doing is once they've spawned, there's literally a command to make them face another entity. And in this case, I just say face towards the nearest player. Well, this isn't quite what I had in mind, but it is Christmas, and this does kind of look like a Christmas tree. Alright, I've just done a little bit of work to refine the particles. They still look not great, but I've used this barrier particle here to differentiate between the entrance and the exit, so you can see at a glance which one to go in. Obviously it doesn't do anything yet, but we're getting there. This is where things start getting a little bit complicated, so I'll just give you a quick summary. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm linking each teleporter to the player that placed it via the player's UUID, which is just a unique ID that every player has. We store this on a scoreboard so that the teleporter can just look at the scoreboard to figure out who placed it. Yes, look at that! The fact that it's spawning that particle means that the teleporter knows that it's owned by me. So that seems to be working. Alright, I have been hard at work like a squirrel, and we're about to see the results. So in particular, now the teleporters should check whether the player has a corresponding entrance or exit. So if I just place an entrance, you can oh, I'm actually surprised it worked. You can see that there's smoke coming off it, and that's because it's inactive. It's not currently going to work because there's no exit. As soon as I place an exit, and this is where I get nervous. Oh! Look at that! It just worked! That was literally first time. First time on camera, I can't believe it. And then if I run a command to destroy one of these, or in fact, if I just place a new one, because I've also enforced the fact that the player can only have one of each active at a time. So if I place a new teleport entrance, the old one should get destroyed. Which it did, but it also broke the exit. I think I know why that's happened. Do I know why that's happened? But this is really, it's getting somewhere. The only thing that's really missing is the actual teleport functionality. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat that same experiment again. We place an entrance, we place an exit, they're linked. We place another entrance, but now the new one is automatically linked to the exit. And the way this is working is using an ID system. So if I run this command to show the teleport entrance ID scoreboard on screen, you'll see that the teleport entrance ID of both myself and this teleporter is 4. If I place another one, then it becomes 5. So a teleporter can only exist if its ID matches your own ID. The reason this is important is because teleporters might not always be loaded. If I place a teleporter halfway across the map and then come to some other location and place a new one, we need to make sure that the old one gets destroyed. But how can we destroy an entity that's not loaded? Well, the simple answer is, as soon as it does get loaded, it destroys itself because it notices that its own teleport entrance ID no longer matches the owner's teleport entrance ID. Okay, once again, as always, I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm going to place my entrance, I'm going to place my exit, and fingers crossed. Oh no, oh no. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay, it looks like that was a simple copy-paste error. If I print out where it thinks my teleport exit location is, it's the same coordinate 3 times because I didn't change the index. So let's try that again. Okay, here we go. Entrance, exit, and no! Why? Would you believe it? It was another copy-paste error. I had an X instead of a Y. So 3rd time's the charm, eh? It worked! This is not editing magic, this is literally a working teleporter. That is so cool. I wonder, okay, I'm going to place the exit facing towards the entrance. Now, is it going to teleport me? It's not currently respecting the facing, so that will be the next thing to address. Okay, I think I've got this working now, so I'm going to place the teleporter exit here, facing the entrance, and that means when we go in here, we should come out facing the entrance. And that's working like a charm. I think all that's left to do is add some more visual effects, make them look really flashy, add some sounds, and to have the teleporters respect the player's team. I've just joined Team Red, and I'm going to place my teleporters. And they should have red particles. I think I fixed the issue. Not really my fault. It turns out that the team target selector, that is, if you want to target all entities in a given team, apparently just doesn't work for non-living entities, so it wasn't working for my teleporters. So I've used the scoreboard instead, fingers crossed. They are now red, which is good because I am on Team Red. But if I go ahead and join Team Blue, well, that's problematic because I created the teleporters when I was on Team Red. But sure enough, if I place new ones now, they turn blue because I'm now on blue. So obviously if we do change teams mid-game, we would need to fix the teleporters or probably just destroy the teleporters. But the good news is these teleporters will now match the color of the team. They will match the color of the team of the player who placed them, which is awesome. And also they will only teleport you if you're on that team. So if I join team red again now, I'm now on red, the teleporters are blue, they shouldn't teleport me anymore. It works. I've just spent some time trying to ensure that the slime, which I'm using as a hitbox for the teleporter, shares the same orientation as the teleporter, only to discover that the actual hitbox that the slime uses doesn't seem to rotate. If I summon a slime, the hitbox is always axis aligned. It's always like parallel to the world axis. This kind of explains why slimes can be slightly janky at times. Like when this guy rotates, part of the slime is actually sticking out of the hitbox, and that part can't be attacked. You see that? I'm hitting visually I'm hitting the slime, but because it's the part of the slime that's not inside the hitbox, it doesn't do any damage. So basically, I've just sacked that off. It doesn't really matter which way the slime's facing. The point is there is now a slime, which acts as a hitbox. I'm going to make it invisible, but the idea is you hit the teleporter by hitting the slime. Here it is again, but this time it's invisible. It did pop up for a second there, which I will fix. There's a few problems that I still need to work out. The reason I've chosen to use a slime for the hitbox instead of something like an interaction entity is basically because interaction entities only support punching, essentially, or hitting with a melee weapon, whereas with a slime it will take damage from all sources, such as bows. Alright, here goes. I've played around with a few things, and we now have a cat. Why does it look like that? It's supposed to be invisible. I mean, what is that? It's like a ghost cat. So, as I was saying, easiest way to detect when the teleporter's been hit is just to use interaction entities, which is what I've done now. And we'll forget all about those invisible slimes because they were just all kinds of problematic. Maybe I can revisit this later, but for now, it's working pretty nicely. So, there's just one thing left, which is to see what Avid thinks.
Ayo!
Oh, there you are. Hello!
Look at your little Christmas hat.
Did you like it?
I love it. It looks so good.
Thanks. So you should have a couple of sport eggs.
I have them.
It should be fairly intuitive what to do with them.
I think I can understand what's going on. Should I do it?
Oh, actually, no, not just yet. I need to put you on a team. Sorry.
Ooh, I like that.
So that is currently inactive because there's no exit.
Okay, cool. So can't enter that one.
And I shouldn't be able to enter either because I'm on the other team.
Ooh,
that was cool. I've never seen it in like third person before.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it should play a sound, but I think
I can't hear a sound.
Maybe the sound's not working.
Oh, am I hurting it? Oh, I broke it.
Oh my goodness.
You thought of everything.
Is this one ended up at a funny angle for you?
It's because I think I was in the air and I placed it like here.
Okay, that's a bug. Avid found 2 bugs in the first 30 seconds, but thankfully they were pretty easy to fix.
How do you do this? Is this a particle or what is this above?
It is. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. We can probably come up with something better. It's just I wanted a way to differentiate the exit from the entrance.
I gotcha. It's amazing. I mean, like, all I can imagine now is I am going to use this thing to get right behind enemy lines. I'm going to drop into the enemy base and steal that frog.
I haven't actually given away too many details about the game mode in this video. But yeah, I'm very excited to see whatever mysterious things we do with this new feature.
I have no idea what this is even for, but whatever it's going to be, holy cow, Colby. It's going to be amazing, dude.
Thanks, Avid. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.